What if I told you that the Snow White you know is not the Snow White that was first told? What if I told you this story was never meant for children, but for warning, for fear, for truth? Tonight you will hear the original story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. A story of jealousy so deep it demanded blood, of beauty that became a curse, and of a queen who danced herself to death. Stay till the end, because the ending you know is not how it truly ends. Long ago, in the heart of a frozen kingdom, there lived a queen. She was beautiful, so beautiful that people feared to look at her for too long. But her beauty was not gentle. It was sharp, cold, and cruel. Every morning, the queen stood before her enchanted mirror and asked, "Queen, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And the mirror always answered, "Mirror, you, my queen, are the fairest of them all." This answer fed her soul. But one winter night, the queen died while giving birth to a daughter. The child was born with skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony. She was named Snow White. Years later, the king remarried, and the new queen was beautiful. But beauty was not enough. She needed to be the most beautiful. Snow White grew, and with every year, her beauty became undeniable. People whispered about her, sang songs of her grace. One morning, the queen asked the mirror again, "Queen, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror paused, and then spoke words that shattered her heart. "Mirror, you, my queen, are fair, but Snow White is fairer than you." The queen screamed. Jealousy poisoned her mind. She could not sleep. She could not eat. Snow White had to die. The queen summoned a huntsman. "Queen, take the girl into the forest, kill her, bring me her lungs and liver as proof." The huntsman obeyed, but when he stood before Snow White, knife in hand, he trembled. Snow White looked at him with innocent eyes. She cried, and the huntsman's heart broke. He lowered the knife. "Huntsman, run, never return." He killed a wild boar instead, took its organs, and gave them to the queen. The queen cooked them and ate them, believing she had consumed Snow White herself. Snow White ran deep into the forest. She collapsed before a small cottage. Inside lived 7 dwarfs, not cheerful men, but miners hardened by darkness and labor. They allowed her to stay on one condition: she must cook, clean, and obey. Snow White agreed. For a while, there was peace, but the mirror never lies. The queen learned Snow White was alive, and she swore to kill her with her own hands. First attempt, the bodice. She disguised herself and tightened Snow White's bodice until she collapsed. The dwarfs returned in time. Snow White lived. Second attempt, the poisoned comb. The queen poisoned a comb and slid it into Snow White's hair. Snow White fell lifeless. Again, the dwarfs saved her. Third attempt, the apple half red, half poisoned. Snow White took one bite and fell. This time, she did not wake up. The dwarfs could not bury her. She was too beautiful. They placed her in a glass coffin. Days passed, years passed, until a prince saw her. Not love, but obsession drove him. As servants carried the coffin away, it slipped. The apple dislodged from her throat. Snow White breathed again. Snow White married the prince. The queen was invited, unaware who the bride was. When she arrived, she recognized Snow White. Too late. Iron shoes were heated in fire. The queen was forced to dance in them. She danced and danced until she fell dead. This was the original Snow White, not a fairy tale, but a warning. Jealousy destroys, pride kills, and beauty can be deadly. If you enjoyed this deep original story, subscribe to Storysphere, where forgotten stories are told the way they were meant to be.